Besides being two world-famous actors, Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise are two hunks who know how to enjoy life. But have you ever wondered which of them has the more luxurious life? In this video, you will see a fierce battle between Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. So, let's go fight! Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #AllAboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. Watches. Both actors like to spend money on luxury watches, but who has the most expensive collection? Tom Cruise, for example, being caught with watches like Tudor Heritage Chrono of $4,000, Bremont Alt 1C of $6,000, Cartier Caliber $6,300, Rolex Datejust $6,500, IWC Engineer Automatic from $7,000, Panerai Luminar Marina $11,000, Jacob & Company Epic 2 from $12,600, Rolex President Day Yellow Gold $25,000. Brad Pitt for his part is passionate about watches, such as Breitling Premier 42 Norton $5,000, Rolex Explorer $25,000, Rolex Daytona Zenith $37,000, Patek Philippe Ellipse $40,000, Patek Philippe Complications $49,000, Cartier Tank A Guichet $50,000, Rolex GMT Master $270,000, Patek Philippe Nautilus for $150,000. And for owning more valuable watches, Brad Pitt wins this round. Point for him. Vehicles. Both stars like to enjoy beautiful cars, but which one has the most expensive and luxurious garage? Brad Pitt for his part has owned several vehicles, such as $30,000 Jeep Cherokee, $35,000 Chevrolet Camaro SS, $43,000 Lexus UX, $50,000 Mercedes-Benz E350, $60,000 Chevy Tahoe, $70,000 Audi Q7, $75,000 Lexus LS460F Sport, $77,000 Chevrolet Suburban, $80,000 BMW Hydrogen, $95,000 Cadillac Escalade, $105,000 Tesla Model S, $140,000 Tesla Model X, $160,000 Mercedes-Benz G63. According to some sources, it is speculated that his ex-wife Angelina Jolie even gave him an Aston Martin Vanquish, a super sports car made for those who like speed. The vehicle is equipped with a V12 engine capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds. And it is no wonder that the price of this machine can exceed more than $300,000. Another passion of Brad Pitt is his luxury motorcycles, and it is no wonder that he has been spotted on several machines worth a fortune, such as $13,000 Nuda 900R, $16,000 MV Augusta Brute Ale 800, $30,000 Ducati, $40,000 Zero Engineering 9, $100,000 Shinya Kimura Custom, $100,000 Rook WCC 140 CFL Custom, $100,000 Jesse Rook KTM Custom, $200,000 Indian Larry, and even an unbelievable $300,000 Ecos Titanium Series XX. Tom Cruise, for example, owns cars such as $40,000 Ford Excursion, $60,000 Celine Mustang S281, $95,000 BMW 7 Series, $110,000 Mercedes-Benz S-Class, $120,000 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS, $130,000 Chevrolet Corvette C1 1958. But without a doubt, the most expensive vehicle Tom Cruise has ever seen is a Bugatti Veyron, a super sports car made especially for those who like speed. The vehicle is so fast and powerful that it can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.6 seconds and is capable of reaching a top speed of an unbelievable 250 miles per hour. And it is no wonder that this incredible car can cost as much as $2 million. Considering the sum of the vehicle's prices, Tom Cruise wins this round. Point for him. Yachts. Both celebrities like to spend time on the high seas, but who owns the most luxurious boat? Tom Cruise, for example, rented a yacht known as the 777. This is a gigantic 223-foot-long vessel, capable of offering many entertainment options for everyone on board. The interior is very spacious and luxurious, with a total of 5 cabins that can accommodate up to 12 passengers with great comfort and ergonomics. Going up to the upper deck, there is an excellent area with a dining table, ideal for having meals while enjoying the sea breeze. When the crew wants to sunbathe, there is a large jacuzzi on the top of the yacht, surrounded by sun loungers. And to give you an idea of the price, the boat is estimated to cost around £32 million, but to rent it for just 1 week, you may need to invest up to $600,000. Meanwhile, Brad Pitt and his ex Angelina like to do something with their children that few people in the world have access to, which is a trip on a super yacht. They have already been spotted, for example, enjoying the luxury yacht Ghost 2, which is an impressive 121 feet long. The vessel is capable of carrying up to 110 guests and can accommodate up to 12 guests in 5 spacious suites. The decor of the super yacht is impressive, resembling a 5-star hotel, with 2 large outdoor decks for dining rooms and even a whirlpool tub where you can relax in complete privacy. And to rent this boat for 1 week, you have to pay up to $150,000, a high price that is justifiable considering that the yacht is worth $7 million. In addition, some sources pointed out Brad Pitt bought in 2014 a mysterious mega yacht manufactured by the company Rizzardi Shipyard valued at about £250 million at the time. However, there are no sure records of whether he actually purchased it or whether it is just speculation. As it's not certain whether Brad Pitt owns a yacht, we'll consider this round a draw. Points for both. Aircraft. Both artists usually travel by private jet, but who owns the most expensive aircraft? Brad Pitt, for example, has an aircraft pilot's license. He once owned a Cirrus SR-22, a small aircraft that he and his wife flew together at the time. This small but very useful aircraft is capable of carrying up to 5 people inside. And to acquire such a jet in its latest version, you have to pay about $800,000. Brad Pitt also got a helicopter as a gift from Angelina. The actor got one of the Augusta Westland A109 AMK-2 model, an aircraft with capacity for up to 8 passengers, costing his ex-wife about $1.6 million. Another aircraft that Brad Pitt is speculated to have once owned is a Supermarine Spitfire, a single-engine fighter plane that was used extensively during World War II. And according to some sources, the actor is estimated to have paid around $3.3 million. Tom Cruise, on the other hand, is speculated to own a Gulfstream G400, a sophisticated twin-engine, high-performance, medium-sized executive aircraft with intercontinental range, capable of carrying up to 20 passengers in comfort. This aircraft is one of the most modern that exists for private use, with an autonomy of almost 7,000 kilometers, being able to travel long distances without the need to stop for fuel. And to enjoy all this luxury, it is estimated that it may be necessary to invest more than $26 million. So it's clear that Tom Cruise wins this round. Most expensive mansion. The 2 stars don't skimp on their fortunes when it comes to choosing where to live, but which of them has had the most expensive mansion? Tom Cruise, for example, once owned a huge 10,200 square foot mansion on a 1.3 acre plot. And although there isn't much information about this property, some sources speculate that the house was sold to billionaire Leon Black for something around $38 million. Brad Pitt, on the other hand, is not far behind. Until 2006, for example, while he was married to actress Jennifer Aniston, they would live together in a mansion in Beverly Hills in California, one of the noblest locations in the city, where many other celebrities live. The huge residence sits on a 3-acre lot, more than enough space to provide all the privacy that Hollywood celebrities love so much. This property that belonged to the couple was built in the 1930s, and to this day maintains all the similar architecture that was used at the time. The interior of the house is quite large, with over 11,800 square feet of floor space, divided into 5 large bedrooms and 13 luxurious bathrooms. According to press reports, it is known that the actor spent more than 3 years renovating the property, only to live there for just 2 years when it was done. But this was no problem for Brad Pitt, since the actor is passionate about architecture and renovating his houses is a real hobby for him. And it is clear that all this investment in renovation brought a lot of results, since even though the property was built a long time ago, it is very well preserved. The mansion is known to have several pleasant and sophisticated rooms, having, for example, a tennis court to have some fun, a beautiful outdoor pool with several lounge chairs, a children's playground for the children to play in, a retro kitchen completely equipped with state-of-the-art equipment and covered with heated marble floors, a gourmet area with its floors made from 200-year-old wood imported from France, several rooms with floor-to-ceiling windows that provide great natural light, a dining room with a table with the capacity for up to 20 guests, a stylish bar with a darker color palette, and is equipped with a projector that enables it to transform into a comfortable movie theater, in addition to many other things that only exist in mansions of this category. But we can't forget the master suite, which is simply huge and super comfortable, being equipped with a fireplace and even a TV built into the ceiling that pops up in the room whenever you want. Not to mention the gigantic closet that is so big that it is almost the size of a clothing store. Still on the same lot as the house itself, there is a beautiful two-story, fully furnished guest house that is surrounded by huge windows that provide a beautiful view of the tennis court. And from what we can see, these renovations made by Brad Pitt managed to transform an almost century-old house into something super modern and sophisticated, which probably cost a lot of money. And to give you an idea of the price of this property, in 2006 the actor couple sold it for about $22,500,000, but recently it was put up for sale for about $50 million. As Brad Pitt's old property is more valuable, he wins this round. Point for him. Farm. Both actors like to live on large estates, but who has had the most impressive farm? Tom Cruise, for example, once owned a beautiful ranch in Telluride, Colorado. The large 320-acre property is where the actor used to spend his vacations with his family, a spectacular area surrounded by snow-capped hills and mountains, and it is no wonder that it is well known for downhill skiing. The interior of the house is very cozy, being all covered and having a structure made of wood. Definitely everywhere you look we see the strong presence of this material, which is wonderful for those who like this more rustic decoration style. Among the rooms in the house that have already been shown are, for example, a spacious fully equipped kitchen, living room with a beautiful stone fireplace, games room, library, among other things. And to own this ultra-private retreat surrounded by miles of natural beauty, you have to fork out a real fortune. To get an idea, only after 2 months Tom Cruise decided to put the property up for sale. It sold for no less than $39.5 million. Brad Pitt's most expensive property is a huge farm located in Provence, France. The giant property is 1,200 acres, with much of the land designated for growing grapes for the production of the praised Miraval Red and Rose wines. Built in the 17th century, the country house has an impressive 35 rooms, much like a medieval castle. It was even there that the couple celebrated their marriage in an intimate way in 2014. But much more than a luxury, the estate is an investment, since the century-old winery produces up to 150,000 bottles a year. And the large castle, bought in 2008 for about $60 million, is still in the middle of negotiations of the former couple's separation. And for having the most expensive property, Brad Pitt wins this round. Net worth. As two successful actors, it's clear that they've made a lot of money during their careers. But who has amassed the biggest net worth? Brad Pitt, for example, also had his salary growing in the same proportion as his movies were becoming successful and his name became more and more known in the film industry. To get an idea of values, it is estimated that he received about $6,000 for Thelma and Louise, $500,000 for California, $4 million for Say 7 and $10 million for Sleepers, $17.5 million for Fight Club, $20 million for Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And with such success, Pitt has managed to amass a real fortune during his career. Although nobody knows the exact value of his estate, according to some sources, Brad Pitt is estimated to be one of the richest actors in Hollywood, with a fortune that is also around $400 million. Tom Cruise, on the other hand, saw his salary grow at the same rate as his films became successful, and he became more and more well-known in the film industry. To get an idea, In his first hit risky business he earned only $75,000, but from then on his income grew larger and larger. It is estimated, for example, that he received about $500,000 for Legend, $2 million for Top Gun, $3 million for A Cocktail, $9 million for Days of Thunder, $12 million for A Few Good Men and The Firm, $13 million for Far and Away. But without a doubt, it was in the Mission Impossible film series that he made money, as the trilogy became one of the biggest commercial successes of all time. In Mission Impossible I alone, for example, Tom Cruise was paid approximately $70 million. The movies in which the actor made the most money in his career were Mission Impossible 2, War of the Worlds, and Top Gun: Maverick. To give you an idea, it is estimated that Tom received more than $100 million for each of these productions. And one of the main reasons why he gets so much money for each production is that Tom was responsible for producing many of his movies, being one of the founders of Cruise Wagner Productions, and also being a partner in the production company United Artists. And although no one knows exactly how much his fortune is, some sources estimate that Tom Cruise, now in his 60s, has amassed a net worth of approximately $600 million. And because he has a bigger fortune, Tom Cruise wins this round. Point for him. At the end of this fight, we had 4 points for Tom Cruise against 4 points for Brad Pitt, making it a draw. But if you think there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, Dios to satisfy your curiosity.